I'm David Weigelt, and this is your Silver Tsunami update for Friday, September 23rd, 2011. I hope you had a great week. We had a really good e-brief this week. I'm going to cover just three of what I consider to be the highlights. The first is a story out of the New York Times, and it talks about how midlifers are turning to teaching. I liked this article because it kind of builds on our conversation about encore careers. What's the reality there? Who's really benefiting from them? Why are they engaging in them? And in this article, they present some data that over 1/3 of the new teachers in 2008 across the country were most likely older adults, and how we now have 50 states that have specific programs that help older adults apply their professional experience, their real-world experience, and turn that into teaching credentials. So I thought this was fantastic. From a business point of view, we've got companies like Civic Ventures and MetLife out there that have provided grants to 25 community colleges across the country to help out here as well, because they see the win-win-win. And speaking of win-win-win, there's a great story in here that they wrap up with that shares how a 32-year IBM employee retired late 50s, early 60s, and he decided, you know, I'm just too young to do nothing. Were his words. And how he went on to become a chemistry teacher for 5th graders, and how he now feels like he has 150 grandkids. And he said the beauty of this is, based on my age and my work experience, I feel like I can connect with them on a level that parents simply can't. So that's great. But then for him, the win is that when he lost his wife a couple of years ago, he felt like he had a support network that he wouldn't have otherwise had. So just a great story there. And that article has a bunch of links if you're interested in learning more. The second is out of Media Post, and talks about how older adults are boosting luxury spending. I don't think this is any big surprise, but this is a short and interesting article, because what they find is that across all age groups, the top spenders, their spending is down 5% for the first 6 months of the year. This is based on some research American Express did. But when they drilled deeper, what they found was that with luxury spending, with luxury purchases, I should say, spending was up 125%. And they refer to this potential phenomenon as kind of a catch-up trend, whereby they've been holding on to their money or maybe sitting back a little bit, and now they're playing makeup. So that's interesting, because we certainly know that the majority of luxury spending comes from a 50-plus adult. But then probably the most interesting thing about this article was on the other end of the spectrum, for which spending at online discount sites and flash sale sites and bargain sites like that is up dramatically as a result of, guess who? The boomers and the seniors. With seniors, it was a 124% increase, and with boomers, it was 25%. So certainly this can inform us from a marketing standpoint, from a product development standpoint, and so on. So very interesting stuff there. And then finally for today, an article about how nanoscience and boomers may be coming of age together. And this is some very interesting stuff based on some work out of the University of Albany College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering. And I'm going to try and explain this the best that I understand it. And basically nanoscience is the combination of engineering, physical, and life science. And what this article suggests is that there's a great potential for nanoscience to provide solutions to age-associated degenerative diseases such as arthritis, cancer, dementia, stroke. So this is huge. And again, to the extent that I understand this article, there are two ways that this potentially may happen. The first is our ability to create what they call nanosensors. And nanosensors would replace sensors that are naturally found in our body that, when we're younger, identify problems and allow our body to respond. So that's the first way. The second way is that these nano particles have the ability to then deliver more targeted remedy based on their identifying where exactly that destruction, what they refer to as destruction, is happening. So that's pretty cool stuff. That's it for this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and remember, age equals opportunity.